Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 16 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. Today is day 16, and we are going more deeply into the SOAP framework. Step 3, actually, the A stands for action. What kind of action are you going to take? We want to analyze alternatives, the alternatives or the options we came up with yesterday, and then we want to take action today, not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not at the first of the month, today. So we're going to use a problem solving tool, a decision making tool to analyze our top 3 alternatives out of the 10-3-1 tool we used yesterday. You came up with at least 10 options, right? 10 different possible ways to fill the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Mine is I'm working on a specific project with a 6-month challenge for a school community, building a school community. And so I, of course, picked that as the thing that I want to soap up. So is it urgent? Yes, because I committed to it. Is it going to require resources? Yes, it's going to require time, energy, effort, prioritization of some of the things that need to be done in order to make that a reality. Is it important? Is it important to me? Yeah, it's important to me to always be growing and improving and creating positive value in the world. Is it necessary that I do it? Some of the things are necessary, some of the things are not. But the thing I'm looking at today is absolutely necessary for me to do. And then how much energy or effort is it going to require? Now, I like to take all these. And for resources and energy, if something is more expensive or requires more, that gets the lower number. If something is going to give me the results I want, so for example, urgent, important, and necessary, I'll rate those. The most important thing to me gets the highest number. And it's kind of just the opposite. It's a little complicated, but not really once you do it a couple of times. But we want to ask ourselves each of these and go through each of these. And then for our top 3 options, we're going to rate each of them. We're going to tally up the total. And whatever comes up with the highest score, that is the thing we're going to take action on today. Now, I found, having done this thousands and thousands of times, that whenever we brainstorm a list of anything, options, especially when it comes to solving a problem or improving something, almost all of the options fall into one of 3 categories. And I'm trying to think if I've ever had one that didn't fit into one of these categories. And I can't off the top of my head. So I think that means this is probably a pretty steady comment and observation that I'm going to make. The 3 categories end up being do it yourself. It's something that you ultimately have to do yourself. Done with you, meaning you're going to delegate and farm out the things that you can, but you're still going to have to do certain things yourself. There are things in growing our business we cannot, or we should not, in my humble opinion, based on bad experiences and lessons learned from the past, shouldn't just release to the organization or someone else in the organization. Things like not having a double check on your finances and on your bank accounts and your resources, not having security in things, not having insurance, not having a contingency plan. Now, I don't know about you, but when COVID hit, I did not have pandemic in any of my personal or business plans. Not a single one of them. Sure does now, right? Because something happened that totally impacted it really did have an impact on the entire world in some way, shape, or form. And the impact, the results of that impact, I think we're going to be finding for maybe the next 100 years, the next couple of decades for sure. I digress. All right. So how do we apply this to the thing we have to make a decision about, the thing we want to improve, the current story versus the desired story? We brainstorm those options. We pick 3, and then we're going to apply this tool with the awesome, unprofessional, ridiculous name, but also true, right? It's very easy to remember. Urine analysis. Everybody goes to the bathroom how many times a day, right? It's easy to remember. But my more professional, tight-laced or straight-laced friends in the business world, some of them just cringe. They're like, can't you give it another name? I'm like, yeah, I sure can. But guess what? We can remember this, and all your people will remember this. And if they remember it, they're more likely to call upon it when necessary to make a decision or choice or determine priorities of what action to take next. So if I'm looking at building a school community, is it urgent to have it done for me, done with me, or done for me? Now, there's a lot of things. I'm going to answer my own question. There's a lot of things that I can have done for me, but overall, it's up to me to have to decide and take action on it. So I could, for example, when I say done for me, I can just hire somebody to do the whole thing, set up the whole community, create all the stuff. I can ask ChatGPT to find me the right person. I don't even have to do anything. I can just pick the person, hire them, and go. Or, and so is it urgent that I hire somebody to do it for me? Probably not. So I would give that one maybe a 1 rating. I would say do it myself, do it all myself. I'm going to give that a 2 because I don't want to do it all myself. There's a lot that goes into doing anything and creating any business. And so I will do the parts that I'm good at and that I'm really good at, and I will farm out the rest or get help with the rest. So done for me, I'd give a 1. And then done with me, I'm going to give that the 3 because I know that there's things I need to learn in setting this up, and actually going through the process myself and building it is a good personal development activity. So I'm cool with doing that. Resources. This one, the more resources that are required for an option or an action to be taken, the less likely we are to do it. So that usually gets the lowest number from me. So resources that are going to cost the most would be done for me. So I'm going to give that one a 1. Done with me or do it yourself. Again, I'm going to go 2 and 3 for those. Is it important? Is this important? Well, it's important to me because I committed to doing it and I do what I say I'm going to do. So I'm going to give, but we're not saying, is the overall project important? It's what strategy or action are we going to take next is most important. And I'm going to say finding my done with me community is the most important. So again, I'm going to give that a 3. I'm going to give a 1 to my done for me, and I'm going to give a 2 again to my do it yourself. I think I did that wrong. No, that's 100% do it yourself. That's right. And then necessary. Is it necessary that I do it? Or is it necessary that I guess to me, important is meaning it's important to me and I need to be a part of it. Necessary is it something that needs to get done, but I can delegate it? I look through my list every single day and I'm like, anything that's necessary, I look at and has to be scheduled and prioritized. If I have to do it, then it's up to me to fit that into my schedule. If I don't have to do it and I can find somebody else to help me with it or delegate it to, that is what I do. That's the first action I take, is to delegate and get off my plate everything I can get off my plate. So as far as necessary goes, I would give it's not 100% necessary for me to do all the things, right? I can get help with it, which is part of why I'm saying done with you. So again, I'll give done with me the highest rating, the lowest to done for me, and the middle 2 rating to do it myself. Obviously, I don't want to do this myself. And then finally, energy is how much energy and effort is required for me or other people in the organization to get this thing done. Well, if we hire it done for us, there's no energy required. So I would give that a 3 because done for me is actually, from an energy standpoint, the easiest thing to do. For doing it with somebody, that's going to get a 2, and do it myself, that's going to get a 1 because that would take most of my energy and most of my resources. So then we add these all up. I'm going to do that quickly. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 is 7. So we've got 7, 14, and 9. So what's going to win? Done with me, right? And that's how I do it. It takes that amount of time, and talking about it takes longer than actually doing it. So keep that in mind. Action item today. I want you to look at the top 3 alternatives you came up with yesterday, or options that you came up when we were brainstorming options. rate each of those on these 5 criteria and then see what comes up. And then in the comments below, share what action you're taking today to begin to fill the gap between where you are and where you want to be. That's it. Any questions about this, hit me up and ask. If you want to see a write-up of this, I can sit down and actually do a write-up that is much more clear and concise than how I explain it different every time. Not really, but I try to give an example while I'm explaining it. I hope that's helpful. If I can help in any way, ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. Have fun with this. Have fun with these tools, because the more you engage with them, the more fun and the more positive and the better time you have doing them, and realizing how they can save you so much time and energy and stress and strife and trying to figure things out. And really, we're just always trying to figure out our next step. The more tools we have like this in our toolbox, the better off we are. All right. Have a great day. Questions, ask. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.